Good morning children. Today we are going to start the last chapter for our annual exam, that is chapter number 15, our rights and duties. In this chapter children, we are going to learn about the Constitution of India, the fundamental rights and duties and importance of directive principles. Let us first read about Constitution of India, which is also known as Bharat Ka Samvidhan. Just like you follow rules in school, people in a country have to follow some rules. These rules are written down in a book called the Constitution of India. These rules are made so that every Indian can lead his or her life in peace and harmony as a citizen of this country. The Constitution of India tells us how the country should be governed. So children, just like how we follow rules in school, we have to come on time, we have to wear our uniform, we have to maintain silence, we have to walk in line. In the same way children, people in a country have to follow rules. Now these rules are written down in a book which is known as Constitution of India or Bharat Ka Samvidhan. So children, the book of rules which every Indian have to follow is known as Constitution of India. Now, why are these rules made? These rules are made for us so that every Indian can live a peaceful life without any difficulty. That is why these rules are made for us. And this rule book also tells us how our country should be governed or how our country should be ruled. Then, it is the longest written constitution in the world. It includes the methods, powers and duties which must be followed by the government institutions. It also describes the rights and duties of citizens. Dr. Bhim Rao Ramji Ambedkar is known as the father of the Indian Constitution. So children, our constitution is the longest written constitution in the world. Now, like I said, this book contains all the methods, powers and duties of the government institution, means all the government bodies of India like the court, the Vidhan Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, all these are the government bodies. So, this rule book contains the methods, powers and duties given to these government institutions. Then this book also describes the rights and duties of the citizens of our country. And children, Dr. Bhim Rao Ramji Ambedkar is known as the father of the Indian Constitution. And lastly, as you all know, children, after being ruled by the British for almost 200 years, India gained independence on 15th August 1947. Our constitution came into effect on 26th January 1950. This day is celebrated as Republic Day. So, for almost 200 years, the Britishers have ruled over India, and on 15th August 1947, India got its independence and became a free country. So, children, after gaining independence, there was a need to form a rule book so that all the citizens of India and the government bodies could follow these rules and our country can be governed in a proper way. Therefore, the Constitution of India was made, this rule book was made, and it came into effect on 26th January 1950. And it is this day that we celebrate as Republic Day. So, on 26th January 1950, we adopted this constitution and we celebrate this day as Republic Day. Now children, let us read this good to know. In 1950, the Indian Constitution had 395 articles in 22 parts and 8 schedules. It took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to write it. So children, in the year 1950, Indian Constitution had 395 articles in it. It was divided into 22 parts and 8 schedules. And it took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to write the Constitution of India. Now let us read about the fundamental rights. Every citizen of India enjoys some basic human rights called the fundamental rights. If these rights are denied, one can go to the court of law. There are 6 fundamental rights which are written down in the Constitution of India. They are right to equality. Every citizen is equal before the law. There will be no difference on the basis of religion, race, caste, gender or place of birth. So children, what do you mean by fundamental rights? Fundamental right means the basic rights, or in Hindi we call it adhikar, and these rights are given to the citizen of India. So along with the rules that we have to follow, every citizen of India have 6 basic rights, and if these rights are denied or if we are not given these rights, then we can go to the court and file a complaint. So the first fundamental right is right to equality, means barabar ka adhikar. Now children, according to this right, all the citizens of India is equal before the law. Equality means equal. So every citizen of India is equal before the law. There will be no difference on the basis of religion, race, caste, gender or place of birth. It means that even if people have different religion, they belong to different race, or if they have different caste or gender, everyone is equal in the eyes of law. Next is right to freedom, swatantrata ka adhikar. It includes freedom to speak and think freely and express our opinions freely. An Indian citizen can settle anywhere in India, follow any occupation, trade, business or commercial activity. So children, this right means that we are free to speak and think and express our views regarding anything. But children, we should keep in mind that speaking freely does not mean speaking bad about anyone or anything. So as long as we are not hurting anyone's feelings, we have the right to say anything that we want. Also, as citizen of India, we can settle down anywhere in India. Suppose if I want to settle down in Delhi, nobody can stop me. And we can also follow any occupation that we want, any business or any commercial activity we can do. Commercial activity means activity by which we can earn money or profit. So nobody can stop us from settling down anywhere in India or in following any occupation that we like. Next right is right against exploitation. So children, this right protects the citizen from being ill-treated or made to work without pay. No child below the age of 14 can be employed in any kind of labor. So children, right against exploitation means शोषण के खिलाफ अधिकार. So according to this right children, this right protects the citizen of India from being ill-treated. Ill-treated means being treated in a bad way. So nobody can treat us in a bad way, and it also protects citizens from work without pay. Work without pay means any labor or any worker, if he is working in a company, then the company has to pay the salary or money to the worker. And if they do not do so, then the worker can go to the court and file a complaint. And also children, no child who is below the age of 14 can work. So child labor is a crime in our country, and if anyone is practicing child labor, then he can be punished and he can be put behind the bars or he will be sent to jail. So children, these are the 3 basic rights which is given to us. The next 3 basic rights we will study in the next class. So till then, please revise the portion that we have done today, and I will see you in the next class. Thank you children.